Hi, earth signs. Hi, water signs. I hope that you are doing fabulous. Welcome in. I really am having a hard time with my camera here the last few times I have tried to record. I apologize. Anyway, welcome in. We're going to take a look and see what's hidden around you all, what you're allowed to know by the Great One. And if you're returning back, I appreciate those of you who are upright in your heart in the earth realm. And I just send you love and light. Thank you for being that way. If you're new and you're upright, I appreciate you for being that way as well. If you are having little kids around, if you are brand new, my channel can be very intense. I do have moments where I feel the energy and I could in a moment just really just blast out some real sharp stuff. Always for upright purposes. I'm not talking about like cussing and things like that. I feel the energy, and so I'm known to just speak from that space. Okay, so just know that it can be intense here. All right, so it'll be a little bit different type of a channel for you, I'm sure, but if you stick around, you'll learn me as we go. So let's see what's going on with you all. The most important thing that you need to know, you may know this information in the hidden, you may not. We're asking what you're allowed to know, but could be past energy that you're still dealing with, and you need some clarification of how to move forward on something. Could be stuff that's recently just happened as well, so just take it as it applies, but it'll be different for any given person, but it will be the energy that the Most High God is wanting to bring out in today's reading between your energy. Show me earth and water, please. What's hidden here, please? What's the most important thing that needs to come out? Thank you. The Queen of Cups, so y'all are water energy. The King of Cups showed up in one of the other readings. It's a very kind individual if she is in the upright. She's a sweetheart, and if she's not in the upright, then she's a manipulator at its finest. She's a crybaby. She's somebody who's doesn't have her emotions together. If she's upright and she's in love, then in the upright of this could be your mother, it could be a soulmate energy, whether it be upright or not, we'll find out. The Hermit in the reverse, if the Hermit's upright, this tells us somebody's in solitude, thinking, analyzing, healing, trying to figure something out, adding things together, putting a judgment on something. Somebody's business could be here with the Hermit. Physicians can go back to the Hermit. Filthy, dirty things could also go back to the Hermit. In the negative, it's the letter Tet in the Hebraic language. It represents I'm trying to catch somebody up, store them down, and somebody's had to taste somebody's words here. So if that's in the reverse as it jumped out, somebody's already been in solitude. They're coming out making a judgment here. And we do know that. It's come out real heavy today. Show me more information between earth and water. It's a heartbreak. Yeah, for some people it is a heartbreak. Let me see if I can get this in here a little bit better. Somebody's pierced around something, but the Hermit is a great healer, though, regardless what's taking place out here in a matter. This is hard communication for somebody, and if somebody has been in solitude trying to figure out how to communicate about the dirty, filthy thing that's taken place, and they've really thought about it. Somebody could be dealing with a segregation, not just being in solitude, but literally somebody being segregated. Could go back to the Hermit as well. Could be an older person that you're dealing with as well. Yeah, older person. The Devil is here. Bum, 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 bum. The Devil came out in the reverse, though, today. And if somebody, but I did see the Fool in one of the Fire and Air had the Fool there. And if somebody's still a freaking idiot and a freaking fool, and the fool can't get out of no freaking folly, then some idiot would be out here still trying to figure out how to catch somebody. There's a murderer out here, folks. Somebody does the devil's just all kinds of different stuff. Somebody's obsessed out here. They're just downright obsessed out here. This word goes to turn around, and a rebel and a revolter. And so this word out here in the Hebrew, so again, there's a fool out here. They won't give it up because they're demonic. There's the Fool at the bottom of the deck. Well, you could make it if you wanted to. You never should. The Most High can speak for himself. Somebody's trying to take advantage of somebody who's kind, and then on the opposite side of this person's a manipulator. Whoever the person is, positive and negative, it's going to go either way. There's third parties out here. Somebody's pierced through with filthy lucre, pierced through because of murder, pierced through because of something. They're a freaking fool. They're pierced through because somebody else also got a clean slate, and they're ate up with something out here, folks. Somebody's just ate the crap up with some nonsense. With the Fool energy, they're going to revolt. I guess they're going to revolt. Oh my God. Aren't you just tired of the nonsense? Well, anyway, just a second ago in the Earth and Fire reading, somebody was strategizing and lying and running right into jail itself. The Eight of Swords is there. The person will never learn. I just heard the Most I said the person will never learn because they don't want to. If you're dealing with an older individual connected with something that's either happened to them or they've just been this way for a long time. They're stuck in their way. Somebody dealing with somebody's just freaking stuck in their freaking way, in a really bad way out here. Somebody knows that somebody's been used out here. It's known. The mottos of these houses is I analyze, I know, I use. Somebody knows also that when they come back around, they're going to use somebody because that's what they do. They're a queen at manipulating in the negative of her energy. She takes advantage of people that are kind, and they know that they can pour on some sweets to be a devil. The person needs their teeth knocked out because they're full of pride and conceit. The Most High can take care of this person. They will be met the same way. They want to revolt. Let them revolt. The Most High God says that a brutish person and the fool, they don't know that they're going to be met the same way, and when they all rise up like grass, the Most High will cut them down and they will not be remembered no more. They're going to do what they're going to do, then they're going to do what they're going to do. The Most High just said in the Fire in the Earth reading to talk no more proudly, and somebody is prideful. This energy is a pride and conceit out the wazoo. They think that this is genius, but they're a devil. They're just a freaking devil. There's the Judgment right there coming out. Well, there is a judgment out here. There's the Tower. Well, there's going to be a destruction. They're going to make it to the Tower, and then the Tower's going to come down. There's an eyewitness that's known about. The heavens are involved in some. We got a lot of high arcana coming out here. The heavens are involved in this thing. So there's the World card. Something's going to end. Well, we got the heavens coming out on this Queen of Cups energy. Okay, so those of you who are upright, you're kind, you're gentle, and somebody's taking advantage of you, or something's happened around some murder situation, and then the opposite side of this water energy has taken advantage of somebody and used somebody in a very horrific, freaking way. They won't stop at something. They're jealous. They're a crybaby. The most I can make sure that something's, somebody's jealous somewhere. The person's jealous. Now, in one of the other connection readings we had, and I'll take from this deck right now. In this deck, somebody was sitting there crying. But it has a meaning of learning out of your experience. And those of you who are going to get a clean slate, and I don't know what you can do with it. The Most High is going to take care of the devil energy. You have to give it to the Most High God. This fool will go back to vomit. They don't get it. They can't get it. They won't get it. Most I said they won't learn. They won't hear. You cannot talk to a fool. They will not take your wisdom. You try to correct a fool, you're going to get a blot there. You just need to walk away from the idiot. If they're just trying to cling, somebody's going to have to do some fasting and praying out here between this energy. And for some people, they've already been in fasting with the Hermit there. They've already been in solitude. Somebody knows about this devil out here. There's a choice being made out here. If they're jealous because a choice is being made, because somebody knows somebody's a manipulator and what they've done and who they are and what the eyewitness is on a matter, and they don't give a rip that okay, well, you're going to go ahead and make that choice. I'm still jealous, and I'm a karmic out here. I'm still coming back around because I can't get out of the vomit. Then you're just going to have to stand when you've done all that you know to do. Just stand. The Most High will kick this ungodly person's teeth out of their head because they are ungodly. They're a filth bag. Somebody's dealing with a really bad energy out here. Somebody's full of demonic entities. Somebody could be dealing with somebody from the south. Okay, or you're from the south. I'm saying that because I'm seeing a drum here. And the word DRM, somebody could play the drums, but DRM in the Hebraic language is the word for south. Okay, so whatever that is, somebody from the south, or maybe somebody plays the tambourine as well. They're in the music industry, or something about a work energy has come out really heavy, and the devil can go back to a work energy. Your soulmates go back to that as well. You don't get to pick your soulmates, and your enemies are right out of your own house, and somebody's family had betrayed them in the fire in the earth reading, and somebody else don't like that somebody's family accepts them, and they've done something in the betrayal that they're trying to get away with, I guess, on some devastating thing that's taken. But there's been murders out here around some stuff. Yes, there's a black widow out here as well. Something happened to a widow. Somebody's also a black widow. Somebody's also trying to take advantage of a widow. Somebody's husband died and now has become a widow. I don't know. A widow is out here, and if that's upright energy, and somebody's trying to take advantage of a widow, and you really need to pray. I don't know. For some people, it's a black widow, though. They're a karmic. Well, there's that haughty energy coming out. Just wants to jump out. It was just in the fire and the earth reading. And again, the Most High says, I like to keep my eyes on that haughtiness to bring it down. One of the meanings of the devil in the Hebraic language is pride and conceit and ego. I mean, somebody thinks they're all genius out here. They ain't nothing. They're a piece of filth. What reading was that? Somebody's reading had the word spit and curse. The devil's cursing. Somebody dealing with a real bad cursing person. Don't even know why the Most High God allows them to breathe, but they're there for your testing, I guess. I don't know. There's a doctor out here, and this is about it, getting advising. Somebody was advising to get some type of healing. Those of you who are getting a clean slate, then you are. If you work for a doctor's office and something's happened, or somebody needs to have an examination as well, because somebody's very pierced out here on some stuff. A manipulator. This is not good. It's just not good energy at all. Jeez. I just heard the Most High say, so if you're gonna have to, if somebody thinks they're gonna come back, because this is an angry person, haughty and angry and manipulative and full of pride and conceit, they're dangerous. Somebody's dangerous here between your energy that you're dealing with. Or obviously, I'm not talking to the fool because you won't hear nothing. But whoever's dealing with this fool, if you're going to have to, if somebody thinks they're going to come up on your person, and you're going to have to allow the Most High God to come up on your hands, then may God be with you. Okay? I'm hearing self-defense out here. You're going to have to do what you got to do. I guess you're going to have to do what you got to do. It's time to speak. Well, somebody just needs to brace themselves. Somebody needs to be very careful, because the fool will fly off the handle. There's a tower out here. There's a tower out here. Yep. Heavy breathing out of anger. Well, my God, guys. somebody's lost their soul. They're on their way to hell. You are loved. And somebody's jealous of somebody being loved somewhere. If this is your ex, or whoever's just jealous in general, it could be, an in-law could be out here with the devil. Whatever's going on, people, somebody is jealous. Because that card just came out in the other Earth Fire Connection reading. Okay? And the jealousy card was there. Somebody has manipulated around some jealousy situation. If somebody's making a choice and getting up and doing the right thing, getting a clean slate, and somebody else is like, my God, gonna have a freaking cow. They think they ruled the situation, and no, they don't. Somebody needs to be put in their freaking place out here. Nobody gets to do that to another person, period. That's a violation. They should go to jail for some stuff out here. I don't know who people think they freaking are. The devil wants to be controlling, and somebody did break a chain today. And they're wanting to come back and do whatever. Anyway, something around a date is here. Well, somebody is also trying to get somebody to open up, and you need to be careful. Especially if you're dealing with somebody who's hot to trot. Because, look, people, the devil is a tempter. And so you men out there that is, there's a black widow around you, or there's a bad destruction out here. Somebody's a manipulator out here. You hope to stop them in their trap. Soulmates are attached to them. Well, the devil's a soulmate card as well. A movie star. Somebody's just an actor out here, folks, in a hospital. Well, we have a doctor out here, so whatever that means. Whatever that means, electronics are out here, and out-of-country connection to something as well. Give us some more words out here between earth and water. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Every tongue that rises up against us, we condemn it right now. Jehovah, just expose them over and over and over again. They're full of shame and disgusting. Embezzlement is out here. Yes, there's fraud issues somewhere. The little thief was just in the fire and earth reading, and the Most High said that wealth was coming to somebody. Somebody else is jealous because they wanted your wealth. It wasn't theirs. They're jealous because somebody else has done something with somebody's wealth, maybe through a murder or a death situation. If their life insurance, car insurance also came out in somebody else's stuff. Whatever the situation is about, there's just money, because that Ten of Pentacles has showed up in 2 other readings, and that's large sums of money. Okay, and the devil's a thief. He comes to steal, kill, and destroy. There's embezzlement out here attached to something going on. Some type of a courthouse worker. Okay, well, somebody needs to go to court and get somebody put in jail. Something's happened to a courthouse worker as well. I don't know. Mountain hiking. I just had the boat, the camp, and the fishing come out. And so mountain hiking stuff is out here with that energy. The asteroid belt. Let me just tell you, the asteroid belt spiritually talks about, the Most High God says he tries everyone. And his eyelids, he beholds everyone. And those who love to go do violence, he says, my soul hateth. And he said that he will give them a cup to drink of indignation, and he will throw down fire and brimstone from heaven. And so I personally have some videos on my channel. A few months ago, I was taping in the Kansas City area. I kept seeing these meteorites. One day I was like, oh my God, that thing's like right there. And they were just all over the place in Kansas City. The asteroid belt is coming apart, folks, in some areas. It really, really is. And it does connect to spiritual things because it's coming from the heavens, and it's part of prophecy. We deal with people who like to go do violence. Somebody's a revolter here. They're jealous, they're angry, they're possessed, they're crazy, they're whatever. If the Most High got to literally throw down some stuff, even possibly physically, on a city like Sodom and Gomorrah and stuff like that, because there was sexual harassment that just came out in another reading, then by God, let the Most High God do what he's got to do to get these freakazoids out of the way. Otherwise, this is very spiritual energy, and somebody's going to get hit by an asteroid spiritually. Let them get angry. Let them show their butthole in front of the whole world for what they are. They're a nasty beast. They're animalistic. They're low vibrational energy. A naughty person, it says. A wicked man walks with the forward mouth. And he winks with his eyes, and he speaks with his feet, and he teaches with his fingers. Forwardness is in his heart, and he devises mischief continually, and he sows discord. Therefore his calamity shall come suddenly, and shall be broken without a remedy. That devil came out in the reverse today, folks. I don't care who the freaking fool thinks that they are. Here I come again. Nope. The Most High is finally going to get rid of a energy, and they ain't going to have no remedy. They can go ahead and get into their little solitude and try to figure out, how am I going to get this done? How am I going to get this done? How am I going to get this done? They don't have no remedy anymore. You touching people that belong to the Most High God, you ain't going to have no remedy. Period. It's all over your reading. Somebody's naughty out here. Something about a call, a post, or a message is out here. Somebody does have some communication that's coming or should come. Most High says to just be still and know that he is Elohim. He's got this under control. Okay, we fear no evil. Evil shall not come nigh our dwelling. Look at this. How incredible that my hands could find out all those hundreds and hundreds of cards. A card that says a male relative and a female relative. We have soulmates out here in wording as well. Right here. That's incredible. Your family's involved in some stuff. Some of them lost their loving freaking mind. Something unexpected and positive. That's right, because Most High is going to make sure that he works it out for the upright that are sitting there trusting in him. Let the freakazoids be the freakazoids, and you get your blessing. It's unacceptable. People act that way. So the plotting room. It's all over this reading, man. There's a date out here, folks. And again, in the fire and the earth, somebody's trying to get somebody to open up in that room. That the room cards come out twice today. This talks about a plot around somebody's relationship. Either that's already, for some people, that's already passed, and there's a clean slate. Somebody's out of control about it. And somebody that, you are loved, they're jealous because a decision's being made, they're being let go, they won't stop, they're trying to revolt because of whatever. And for some of y'all, you really just need to have some caution, regardless if somebody asking you out on a date, unless you've heard from the Most High God. There's a murderer out here, there's a black widow out here. Okay, they may work for a doctor's office. They could be targeting a doctor. I don't know. It could go in many different directions. This is a new beginning rune, though, and this is a clean slate as well. The tower's coming down, and somebody's not going to have a remedy in some matter out here. They're very. This is also a very defensive card. It's all over this reading. It's all of this reading, whatever this is about, folks. Somebody just needs to listen to their intuition. If somebody just blows up, you need to move away from them. They're dangerous. Shalom.